morning everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to play the Bija mantras for each chakra on the central channel, and then we'll listen to a Diwali talk from 1988. But first let's collectively bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our kundalini and put ourselves into bandhan. Listen to the three great mantras.
Shri Oh
we'll sing 4 mantras to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And this is the Bija mantras for each of the chakras up the central channel.
Lam, 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 lam. Wam, wam, wam. Wam, wam, wam. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh. hum 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 hum, hum 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 hum, hum 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 hum, hum 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 hum.
We'll just sit quietly for a couple of minutes before we start the talk, which is a Diwali Puja talk from 1988.
Today we are here, all of us, to celebrate the Diwali, that is Deepavali, meaning the rose of lights. In the darkness of Kali Yuga, when you find from every place confusion of the worst type, creating the darkness which cannot be penetrated into, which looks like a solid mountain around us, and which can never be covered as we feel. By the grace of God, and even with the grace of God, it would never melt. In that darkness, in that hopeless state, when the creation is on the verge of its destruction, the light of Sahaja has arrived. And you are the lights, you are the deepas, you are the little lights which were waiting to be enlightened to see for yourself What's wrong within your own lamp? What's missing in your own lamp? Now, in the lamp, you have three things, as you see. One is the container. Container is this body. Container is this mind. And the container is this intellect. And the container contains within us itself is the oil. In Sanskrit language, it's called as snigdha or sneha, means the love. Is the love that is within your mind, within your body, within your existence itself. But this love is now limited. It is in a dormant state. It doesn't express itself. It can spill out in wrong directions. It may spoil some things which are beautiful. This love, when it is limited, is very dangerous. But when there is a third thing within you, which we call as the bhati, is the wick. And this wick is the pure desire within you, which is not yet light. It is not aware of itself. Nobody is aware, the lamp is not aware that there is a light within itself. All these three things have to combine to give that light. Because we are lost in so many things. This darkness of Kali Yuga is not one-sided. If you see it clearly, it is not only materialism, adherence to money, adherence to money power. It's not only that. That, of course, is very important these days. We cannot neglect it because that's something is really being this whole balance of the Western world. But this money is for power. Why money? Because it has a power, according to many people who are blind. They think money has the power to win over people, to exist in higher powers of, say, execution of their administration and all that. You need money to win over votes, to get elected. That's the myth people are carrying all the time, that money is very important and without money you can't manage things. And also because of this kind of a misunderstanding about money, people get very much impressed by the people who have money. And they think now, this is the time we must really gather money somehow. Try to get money out of every kind of a adharma. What's wrong? So this money orientation has gone in this Kali Yuga to such a limit that the sense of chastity is lost. The sense of creativity is lost. Because you must create something that must sell. If it cannot sell, then you should. Then the sense of dharma is lost. There's no dharma. When it comes to making money, what is the dharma? There's no dharma needed. Only dharma is how to make money. Then, of course, the love. The mothers don't want children because they have to spend money on their children. It is the conceit, the selfishness that starts working. And people start thinking about how we can grab money from others. There are many sophisticated ways of grabbing money also in the modern times. And the sophistication has reached such subtleties that a person doesn't know till he is completely robbed. Now, there are other ways of getting money. Is now that the kind of a music nowadays people are having, which is against God. It doesn't sing the praise of God, but it's just a noise that they make. If you sing the praise of God, it's different. But otherwise, this kind of music that they have actually works on your limbic area. And the limbic area has the capacity to give you joy and happiness. And this limbic area becomes numb because of this music, of this horrible music of modern times, when it becomes numb, then what you do is to have more noise and more noise and more noise to give a sensation to the limbic area. So the limbic area, when it becomes sensationless, they don't know how to give it a sensation, so they take to drugs. You have to take to drugs. You can't help it, because all the sensation is lost. So in the name of also anti-culture, or you can call an anti-tradition, anti-this and anti-that, what you develop is a limbic area which requires sensations. Now the music fetches money because it's like drug. It's like any alcohol, it's any intoxication. Because already the nerves are intoxicated. Even alcohol works the same way. Even other things like drugs also work the same. So in that intoxication, you really do not know what are you up to. A kind of another darkness, another blindness comes over. So in this darkness, this another additional darkness makes people much more blind, much more understanding. This then takes us to the problem of the body that exists, of the mind that exists, of the intellect that exists. When the whole thing is directed towards money orientation, we put our body for sale. We want to make our body look like nothing on earth, I could say. Like some sort of a tuberculosis patient, as they say, or mosquitoes. Because that makes people have some pity, I think, but inside exists a terribly shrew type of a temperament in a man or a woman. The whole thing is done by entrepreneurs, if you see that, because they want to produce things and they want to create images by which you have to live. And if you have to live with those images, you have to take to the kind of things they are producing, and that's how you try to use those things, and you become just a slave to those entrepreneurs. It has gone too far. It has gone too far into the production of things where you have to play into the hands of entrepreneurs. We have so many diseases in our country, and these diseases are very modern, meant only for modern men. In the olden days, people didn't know these diseases. Must be having one or two, but not many. So these diseases also come out of the fact that most of the things we eat or most of the things we do are just the games of the entrepreneurs. Nothing fresh, nothing genuine, nothing sensible is produced. Wants are created that you must have at least 10 dresses, all made of pure plastic, which reacts and which creates problems. Then you should have all kinds of other materials which are absolutely harmless and are anti-human beings. All machinery is for us, we are not for machinery. So we have to give a balance. Whatever we need can be done through the machinery, but when machinery becomes the only source of exploitation, it starts dominating us. See, if you go to the darkness of this Kali Yuga, it's so deep, it's so horrid, and it's so dangerous and destructive that the description of it can take you to any length, and you will not even feel that you are getting into the mire deep, deep, deep into it, that you cannot come out of it. So the antidote has come now as Sahaja. The Diwali, the Deepavali of the Sahajas. See now, after realization, you don't need beauty treatment much. You don't need so many plastic clothes. You don't indulge into all kinds of stupid activities which are joyless. You don't take to drugs, don't take to smoking, you don't take to alcohols, and you don't take to this horrid music also. On the contrary, you take to the music that pacifies, which soothes your limbic area, which gives joy. So you indulge into all the pursuits which will give you joy. Start giving up gradually. Sometimes I have to tell you, but then you understand. And you give up all those things because then you have tested the joy. You know what is joy? You know the ambrosia of joy. So you don't want to give it up. You may a little bit give up, then again you come back. You know this is joy. Joy doesn't lie in money, doesn't lie in all these joyless pursuits, nothing. But joy lies in your spirit, and the spirit is the one that enjoys the joy. So this spirit is the one which you see burning at the end of your kundali, on top of your sahasrara, and you have seen the photograph. On top of your sahasrara, you see the beautiful flame burning. You have seen that photograph. Is the proof that now you are all the lights, and that you have to give lights to others. You have to help people. Now all your faces look like roses. Anybody can see you and can make out that you are something special people. You are not like ordinary people who look so miserable, horrible. And when you sing in that style also, you are singing God's sing. In every style, whatever you sing, which was once upon a time was regarded as anti-God singing, becomes something great. So now the light of Sahaja has kindled within you all these small, small lights which are going to enlighten the path for humanity for their emancipation. So the responsibility of Sahajogis are great. They should get over all these limitations like the light has got over all the limitations and spread all over. If you have a way of measuring how far this little light has gone, you cannot measure it with ordinary human instruments. But once it starts, it is spread to the last bit of it and comes back to it. In the same way, this light which is kindled within you spreads all over, is emitted all over and comes back to you. But of course it is just a material light. This is a spiritual light. The difference is this light has its own power of burning, that's all. Also it has a power of giving some light in the darkness. Also it has one more thing, that it can enlighten another light. But a Sahajogi is not only the light himself, but also the one who can go to others. It cannot walk. When it walks, it is fire. It cannot walk in its own limitations. Somebody has to carry it. So the Sahajogis are the ones who can carry this light within themselves, very well preserved, and very beautifully enlighten another person without creating a fire, without burning anything. You move this from here to there, one has to think twice if you can move, because you may spill something or you may burn something, but not a surgery. And it is for the
शिवे सर्वाद साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते ब्रह्मरूपे सदानन्दे परमानन्द स्वरूपिणे रिद्धिसिद्धि हृदे देवी नमोस्तुते शरणागत 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 दीनानाथ परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्याति हरे देवी नारायणी 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 नमोस्तुते 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 May I this day be what you'd have me be. May I this day say what you'd have me say. May I this day be part and parcel of the whole, and may my thoughts be of a realized soul. May I this day have love for all mankind. Shri Mother, be in my heart and in my mind. Thank you all for joining us this morning. When you're ready to finish your meditation, please bow down to Shri Mataji, raise your Kundalini and put yourself into Bandhan. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
For the Christians, there is the Bible. Same way for people who follow Islam, there is the Quran. For the Hindus, there is the Bhagavad Gita. I am singing a part of the Bhagavad Gita, Shlok. Bhavani Dayani Bhavani भवानी दयानी भवानी भवानी दयानी महाबलवानी सुर नर मुनि जनमानी सकल बुध ज्ञानी भवानी महाबलवानी सुर नर मुनि जनमानी सकल सकल बुध ज्ञानी भवानी जग जननी जग जानी जग जननी जग जग जननी जग जानी महिषासुर मर्दनी ज्वालामुखी चंद्र अमर पद ज्ञानी भवानी जग जननी जग जानी महिषासुर मर्दनी ज्वालामुखी चंद्र ज्वालामुखी चंद्र
Jai Shri Mataji.